just giving you a warning, this episode is going to be one for the books. We're talking about what I would exactly do if I would be starting over again and rebuilding my wealth right now. Welcome to the podcast Manifesting Big Money Fast. My name is Jeanine. I am so excited that you found this podcast or that you're tuning in to another episode. This podcast is all about manifestation, big money, energetics, spirituality, how it's all connected, and most importantly, how you can increase your bank account right now. So let's dive in today's episode. Hello, beautiful souls of the Manifesting Big Money Fast podcast. I am beyond excited about today's episode. It's so special. I even wrote notes to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. And if you're new to my world, usually if I channel, it's obviously happening without notes, or all other episodes are mostly without notes too. So me bringing notes to the conversation is a whole new level of importance. Someone asked in the community, and I thought it's just cool to have a conversation here about it. What would I do if I would be rebuilding my wealth actually in 30 days? And I want to share some things I would be doing for sure. Obviously, this is a podcast episode, so in other programs, especially in the Manifesting Big Money Fast University, this is the work we're doing for over a year. What I'm explaining to you in a little bit, in a nutshell, is exactly the work I've been doing for over years. So it's not just like, okay, I do this once and it's done. It's like you would never ever take a shower and just say, oh my gosh, I took a shower a year ago, I never have to shower again. And many people believe this is how the money game works, but it's not. It's like showering every single day to keep yourself fresh. And we all know what happens if we don't shower for a week. So the same is true for our energy, for our frequencies when it comes to manifesting big money fast. Obviously, the first thing still today, what I would do is set a financial goal. And I want to give you a couple insights on how to do that, because you may just choose a financial goal and say, like, okay, I'm making $1 million in the next 30 days. This is wonderful. Making 10 million. This is wonderful. Any amount, wonderful. However, first of all, really, I think why I've manifested my first $1 million in my first year was because I truly allowed myself that it actually can happen in a year. There was no need that it has to happen in a year. The frequency I want you to choose your financial goal is truly what lets you up, where's joy, where's fun, where's like, oh, if this would happen over the next year or even 2, but not more, like 1, max 2 years, this would be insane. This is out of my world. This would be truly insane. I'm excited. This is what we are looking for. And can you see that this number is going to be very unique and different for all of us? And it's truly about which number excites you. This is what we are looking for. And it has to have this tickle of truly out of your comfort zone. Like, we're looking for a goal that, a financial goal, a number, you have no idea and clue how to create this amount of money in the next 12 months. This is what I want you to look for. So you set this financial goal, you focus on it. How am I focusing on it? This is exactly something, there's so many different techniques, things you can do. Something we truly dive into deep in the Manifesting Big Money Fast University. But for instance, you could have the number on your phone background or post-it or other little things that you're constantly reminded with this number every single day, multiple times. what my exact techniques are, just letting you know where to find them. The next part is, for me personally, the funnest part, but also the part where it's about tears and shadow work. It's like the good and the bad, the ugly and the money is so close together. And that is literally you clean, you declutter, you embody. This is something I'm always talking about when we are having the money activations. They're wonderful and super powerful. However, you also have to do the heart opener sessions, because in the heart opener sessions, first we clean and declutter. Because otherwise, what you're trying to do, if you don't clean and declutter, and what that means exactly, I'm going to talk to you in a little bit about. That means if we don't clean and declutter, we are trying to build $1 million castle on a freaking pile of cockroaches we are currently bringing to the table. And that's not going to work, because then eventually all the cockroaches are going to be in the castle and we're wondering where the cockroach is coming from. So wouldn't you agree it makes sense first to clean the space, to get rid of the cockroaches, and then build the castle? And this is exactly true when it comes to manifestation, manifesting money, especially when we're talking about the frequencies of big and fast. Cleaning means, first of all, letting go of all physical things. That is people, your house, your closet, like everything inside your house, your closet, all the stuff you have where you think, if I have, let's say your financial goal is $1 million. If I've made this, I made $1 million, would I still be wearing this piece? Would I still be living here? Would I still be drinking out of this cup? Would I still joining those conversations with my friends? Yes or no? And can you see, with the material things, it's a bit easier. You simply can ask yourself with every little piece you have in your closet, okay, if I have $1 million, is this my $1 million identity? Is she going to wear this? Yes or no? Is she going to use this lotion? Is she going to use this hair shampoo? Is she going to buy this butter? Is she driving this car? And over time, by being completely honest, you're cleaning and decluttering. And that also means sometimes there's a gap between new pieces coming in. And that's very uncomfortable, meaning first you have to get rid of the clothes you don't like anymore. And there is a time when your closet's going to be pretty empty. It's very uncomfortable. And this is the embodiment now, the next step, where most people don't make it. Because they can't handle that the closet is empty. And so they go shopping, and instead now only truly buying the pieces your $1 million identity would wear. They say, oh, actually, this shirt from H&M is not too bad. Let me wear it anyways. So at least I have something in my closet. Those little tiny compromises here and there, and they add up. And that means we are not embodying 100% our $1 million identity. And that means, for instance, I will never forget those moments. One of my identity work in the beginning was my $1 million identity. I think I started with only wears outfits which are worth 10,000 euros back then. And there were pieces from entry-level designers I truly liked. So I'm okay, I love to wear this. However, this outfit is not 10K. So how am I gonna upgrade? Okay, so I started buying more diamonds. That's why I always have pieces which worth 10K. So I can wear, I don't know, a pajama, but I have the higher jewelry. So how can you compromise for this, that you always embody your $1 million identity? At a later point, this upgraded to 50K, 100K outfits. And to some of you, this may sound so superficial, but trust me, I'm trying to find words, but it does something to you if you know every single day the outfit I'm wearing, what I'm having on my body is worth 10K, and you connect to that. Not from I'm better than you because I have this, but from a self-worth perspective. Oh my gosh, I love you. I love myself so much. I bought this for myself. I value myself so much. I see the worth in myself. And that's why I'm having all those beautiful things. I love myself so much. That's why I can't compromise here. It's a very different frequency. And of course, I only gave you this example now with clothes. This is true for boundaries, for clients, on all areas, in all areas of our life. It's always we clean, we declutter, we embody the new. We fully embody the freaking new identity. No compromises anymore. It's very uncomfortable because coming back to clothes, that also can mean, okay, if you have something like, maybe this is important to you and you have my $1 million identity, only wears designer clothes. But right now you can't only afford designer clothes. It's very uncomfortable at this point to spend $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 on a dress. I totally understand you. I see you. But instead of buying 3 cheap dresses you don't like, but you just buy them so at least something is in the closet, only buy one clothes, only buy one dress, but the one you truly like from the designer you truly like. This is how we up level. This is how we add in pace. This is all about manifesting fast, no compromises, going full in on the embodiment of the new version of me. And this takes a lot of courage. A lot. And this is where most people break. Because bringing me to the third part I would like to address in this episode. And that is, most people in this situation would react with the following. But I don't have the money yet. But in the past that didn't work out. So they don't focus on the new thing and on the embodiment of the $1 million identity in this case, but they always go back to the past, what has happened in the past, why things didn't work out in the past, and they project their past to the future because it didn't work out in the past or because they had those experiences in the past. That must mean it's going to work now like that in the present and in the future. So they don't embody the new. Embodiment is all about how can I embody my $1 million identity today with where I am, with what I've got. And there are always things we can do. I will never forget this. For instance, one of the things also that was on my personal list back in the day was I always give a high tip if I feel like it. Like if the service was amazing, I had good conversations, like simply without an explanation. If I felt like leaving a high tip, I want to be able to do it. So I was at a cafe. I don't know, the coffee was $2.50 something, and I left €10 simply because I felt it. Can you see how this is about embodiment, where I am with what I have, with what I've got? And we always can embody a new version. And you can see how it's maybe at the first time it's uncomfortable, it's out of your comfort zone to leave this amount in tip for coffee, which doesn't make sense. But all the things later are going to be in the same energy. They're all not going to make sense. They all will feel uncomfortable, unlogical, unreasonable. It's all going to be, if I tell this other people, they think I'm insane. Yes. And this is exactly the frequency. You've tapped on it, now master it. Now hold on to it. And how much can you do this every single day? And a day has 24 hours. That's the work. That's it. You've got it. So listen to this episode again, take notes, repeat, and get excited by how fast your money is going to show up. Trust me, gonna blow your freaking mind. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast Manifesting Big Money Fast. I've got 3 very important announcements for you. First, if you like what you're listening, make sure you leave some gratitude, leave a review, share the podcast. Second, if you love what you're listening to and you want more of that, there is a VIP version available. That means you will have access to 3 podcast episodes every single week. Simply check out the store, courses.richandhappiness.com, or the link in the show notes. And lastly, there are always monthly money activations happening around the new moon and full moon. If that is something you're interested, check out the store for the next money activation. I love you and I can't wait to see your beautiful face soon again.